Have you ever wanted to know what is the easiest meal, the fastest meal to put together for a healthy meal for your family? Well, that's where I was when we started this transition from eating foods that weren't healthy to eating foods that are. In fact, I met with my mentor, her name is Kim, and she taught me how to transition from what we were eating to eating healthier. And this is the first meal she taught me how to make, and I love it. It's definitely one that we have in our house on the dinner table quite often. In fact, I got permission to use this recipe in our Healthy Treasures cookbook, so I'm going to have this right here in front of us. You can get this cookbook on Amazon, you can get it on our website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and it just has recipes that, okay, my husband says, I'll eat it as long as it tastes good. Well, these recipes taste good and they're healthy. So it just changes out the ingredients to make really good recipes. So it's a recipe book that your family's going to love. You're probably going to wear it out. I'm on my third cookbook because I use it so much. Okay, so I just want to share with you this recipe, the tortilla bean casserole. It's going to start with this mix, and we're just going to put a cup of this in this. Actually, I've got a bigger tray than what it says. It calls for a 9 by 9 and I'm using a 9 by 13. So I'm going to be using a little bit more ingredients than it calls for, than it will tell you, just because of the size of the pan. But I've got guests coming to enjoy this, so I'm making a double batch. Now, what is in this? It has 2 cups of onions, and so you can kind of see my onion here. I like to chop my onions up in a food processor like this, a mini one. This one is attached to my immersion blender. If you don't have one of these, they are the bomb. You've got to get one. They're just so much easier than a lot of other tools in the kitchen, and I use it all the time. So what I did, I had the 2 cups of onions. I have green peppers. Now, my green peppers are dehydrated green peppers from the garden. And sometimes if I don't grow enough, my neighbors do. And this is just a beautiful assortment of red and green peppers. So I just put that in the pot where I was cooking. To that we added canned tomatoes, some picante sauce, or you could use your favorite salsa, or you could make your own. Kim made us make our own, just so you know. To that we added 2 cloves of garlic and some cumin. Cumin is one of my very favorite spices. I love cumin. I use this all the time and it always runs out. I'm always having to buy more. And so what we did was we just cooked this on the stove, let the flavors just marinate and become a little bit more intense. The longer it marinates, the more intense the flavor is. When it cooked and then simmered for 10 minutes, then we added in some black beans. So that's what we have here. We have that mix here. So I'm just going to put, normally you put 1 cup in your tray, but normally you're doing a 9 by 9, but I'm doing a 9 by 13, so I'm doubling it. And on top of that, I'm going to put a layer of tortillas. In one of our other cooking recipes, we're going to show you how to make the healthiest tortillas. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel so you get notified when we post those videos. Okay, so next, on top of the tortillas, we are going to add 1 cup of cheese. Now you'll see I'm grabbing the cheese out of my slicer shredder that comes with the Bosch mixer or the Nutrimil Artiste. I do not buy shredded cheese. I don't like the chemicals that are on the shredded cheese, and so I prefer to shred my own. And I highly recommend you learn that tip as well. And now I'm just going to put another layer of our sauce. And you can just tell this is going to be delicious. Okay, let's go for another layer of tortillas. And then we'll put some more cheese on top. Now the cheeses that I shredded, one is a Monterey cheese, a Munster cheese, and some cheddar cheese. Be adventurous. sometimes we get caught in doing the same cheeses, using the same cheeses all the time, which is the cheddar or the mozzarella. There are so many more flavors out there. You would be surprised what your family may enjoy when you start introducing them to new cheeses. Okay, so we're just going to put another layer of the bean sauce on top of this. And when I get done with all of these layers, we are going to bake it. We're going to bake it in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. And then we're going to serve it. And when we serve it, we're going to top it with some chopped lettuce, some more shredded cheese, maybe some avocado slices, and it's just going to make a delicious meal. You could even put sour cream on top of it as well. Okay, so we have everything layered. And I'm going to go ahead and top it with more cheese. Just go ahead and finish up the cheese so it's even more extra delicious. Like I said, this is the slicer shredder that goes right here on top of the Nutrimil Artiste. And then this would fit right on there, and I could do small shred, or I can do a large shred. Either way. It makes short work of shredding cheese. All right, here we have our dish. It is ready to go in the oven. And I will post pictures of what it looks like when it comes out of the oven, beautiful and golden brown, and then topped with the lettuce, and you could even put olives, sour cream, all of that on top of this dish. And you can see this is going to be delicious. Like I said, it's the first meal I ever made when we started getting healthy, and my family loves it, and that makes a big difference. The tortillas, you can just buy organic tortillas in the grocery store, or like I said, subscribe to this YouTube channel so that you can catch when I post that next video on how to make your own healthy tortillas. There are so many videos available now that I'm teaching you on how to get healthy, how to cook, how to follow the Bible diet, how to be aware of what's healthy and what's not, how to shop the grocery store. It's becoming a great channel to learn how to be healthy. I want you to be confident in the kitchen so that you can cook with ease. I'm Annette Reeder, the Biblical Nutritionist. Make sure you check out our website, thebiblicalnutritionist.com, or follow us on Facebook first, because sometimes I pop in there live and just showing you what's going on in my kitchen, or I just share a moment about what God is teaching me to share with you about being healthy for what He has planned for you. I'm on mission to keep you on mission. And please leave your comments, like this video, and let's see together how we can make a difference.